The third Himalayan Travel Mart inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal, Mr. K.P. Sharma Oli, as chief guest. The welcome address was delivered by PATA Nepal Chapter President Mr. Sunil Sakya.
On behalf of the Pacific Asia Travel Association, PATA Nepal Chapter, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to our distinguished guests and delegates to this third Himalayan Travel Mart 2019. The B2B Mart will witness participation from 58 buyer organizations from 30 different countries, from USA, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Russia, CIS countries, Asia, Gulf, and 54 seller organizations, eco-travel, local experiences, millennial tourism trends, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality in the field of digital tourism, demand for healthy and hygienic food, culinary tourism are contemporary trends where I believe Nepal is slowly positioning. Nepal, at the present context, needs to address and rectify any doubts and fears among the prospective tourists and source markets due to some unethical practices by some of the entrepreneurs in the recent past, encouraging adverse media coverage that marred the tourism image of this country. It is a well-known fact that the majority of Nepali operators and entrepreneurs are responsible and ethical, and they embrace the positive spirit of our Nepalese hospitality, Atithi Deva Bhava, as saying goes, and has been adopted throughout. However, we have to maintain caution to the very fact that one bad apple can spoil the whole barrel. So current need is to reassure the world community with our initiative and effective implementation of the policy regarding the safety and the security of our tourists as top priority and prime responsibility. Public-private partnerships are very important for the future of responsible and sustainable tourism. Governments can lead to creating sustainable policies, and private sector must help enforce this practice. But there must be mutual cooperation and collaboration in the formulation and implementation of the policies and plans. At the PATA chapter, we have outlined 6 major priority areas as our missions to work for the better and sustainable development of tourism. To envisage one of our missions in PATA, 5 million visitors by 2030. One is the infrastructural development. Second is the aviation strengthening. Third is the policy reforms and effective implementation of the plans. Fourth is developing the human capital, thus creating more jobs and employment. Fifth is marketing, which has to be extensive and market focused. Sixth is the research, resource identification, product development, and service standardization. I believe STM 2019 conference being held under the theme, The Spirit of the Himalayas, will be the new way forward, unveiling new programs, products, uncovering hidden treasures with new potentials for the Himalayan nations and Nepal at the helm of this promotional endeavor. During this SGM, we are organizing an international media briefing session for Visit Nepal Year 2020 campaign on the 8th June on ITBMC amongst the hundreds of national and international media bloggers, influencers, which we believe will be one of the best platforms for promoting VNY program. I feel delighted to extend our warmest welcome to all of you here and wish you all a very successful and a fruitful participation. Have a wonderful, enjoyable, and productive stay in Nepal. Thank you.
The official magazine of Himalayan Travel Mart 2019 was inaugurated by the Prime Minister. Deepak Raj Joshi, CEO Nepal, addressed the gathering.
Namaste and warm welcome to Nepal. On behalf of our travel and trade industry of Nepal, it is a great privilege to welcome you all to this beautiful country, Nepal. This week we have Global Tourism Fraternity together with us. Around 200 buyers, sellers, speakers, delegates, media, bloggers, influencers are together in this homegrown travel show, where in Nepal, which is widely known as Gateway to Himalaya or tourism capital of South Asia, will market herself to the world. Distinguished delegates, we welcome you all at a time when tourism is riding the crest of the world. Not only in South Asia region, Nepal is continuously performing quite well, and forecast for the future is also very positive. Nepal is growing thrice the rate of the global average in terms of tourist arrival. In 2018, we received nearly 25% of growth, whereas the world received around 6% in average. Especially thanks in great part to a number of people in this room for putting your hands together to bring back our tourism into the limelight again. We are extremely grateful for your continued support to make Nepal a destination of choice for the world. Your commitment to showcase the best of what Nepal has to offer makes this Himalayan travel mart the top trade show that buyers from around the world keep coming here for. This mart is aimed particularly to create positive impact through three aspects. One, since we have many eminent speakers and experts are here together with us, it is going to be a very, very wonderful platform for knowledge sharing. All the media and delegates are invited for fan trips too. We have different seminar itineraries to explore Nepal for our valued dignitaries and delegates. And they have experienced Nepal now, I think, with full of joy and memorable trips. I have been going through so many tweets and Facebook pages and saw thousands of posts, wonderful posts from you. Thank you all. Thank you for exposing Nepal. And the third very, very important aspect of this event is this event always creating, and this time also going to create, more business opportunities between buyers and sellers. Lots of positive things are happening under the able leadership of our Right Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal. This is the best time to invest more and explore more in Nepal. Our focus now is not only on economic growth, rather our journey is focused in heading for prosperous Nepal and happy Nepal. We have launched a mega campaign, Visit Nepal 2020. We all know that Nepal has been victimized by its own image. The world knows Nepal only as a mountain destination where only adventure activities are on offer. There is a great spiritual value too. A strong healing power there is in these destinations. The potential as the world's best wildlife and jungle experience to unbelievable culture and heritage experiences are yet to be unleashed and yet to be tapped. Nepal has a very strong brand in tourism. We all know that. So, dignitaries from abroad, especially the buyers, I would like to request connect more with our local tourism players, capitalize more the emerging opportunities in and around Nepal, and maximize your benefit. Nepal is offering lifetime experiences. Nepal is all about hero experiences that you have recently experienced. Whatever we do in Nepal, be it mountain or jungle or water or air or spiritual activities, it has a special value. And this is the right time to take benefit out of it. The who is who of our travel industry are here and will be here for 3 more days. Please exchange your cards, exchange your ideas, exchange your business opportunities. The evergreen tool in our tourism business is networking and PR building, so we are all here for that. Just one request, please, all the dignitaries, find some time to explore and experience Nepal. When you connect more with our local people and local heritages, you will definitely love Nepal more. And in this occasion, I would like to acknowledge two, three things. For the success of any such march is the mood of buyers and sellers. And we are tremendously encouraged by your encouraging participation. We could not manage the space for every buyers and every sellers. So this is going to be a very successful event, and already it is one of the most successful march in this region. Second, this is the best example of public-private partnership where we are together. Ministry as the host, Nepal Tourism Board as the main organizer, PATA Nepal chapter as the implementing partner or executive organizer, and many travel associations together and supporting their work, everything wholeheartedly. So this is one of the best public-private partnership event in Nepal that we have experienced. And third, I would like to acknowledge the dedication and contribution made by my own team, Nepal Tourism Board, PATA Nepal chapter team, and the team. And this team has worked day in, day out, and all the young volunteers. We have youth engagement and building young tourism professionals is our another motto. So we have used our young students to manage this event. Even our MC is young student. So many volunteers we have from different colleges working for PATA and the PATA student chapter. And this is also one of the very commendable initiatives made by Nepal. And this team has worked all the way, and not only we 3, 4, 5 organizations or institutions we are together. There are so many other institutions like Nepal Airlines, many other airlines, Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal, various tourism associations, hotel, Soaltee Hotel is partner hotel, airlines partners, many other sponsors. I think this togetherness deserves a big round of applause. And at last, I'm not going to talk more because we have so many experts here and this is the time to network and build PR. So on behalf of our whole travel trade industry, we really value your time given to us and best wishes and successful business, professional and networking links and your memorable stay in Nepal. And I'm given another assignment here, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are going to facilitate two great personalities who have contributed a lot in promotion and development of Nepal's tourism. We all know that one of the most loved personality of Nepal, late Trvel. In less than a year of his ministership at Ministry of Tourism, he brought the changes no one has ever imagined. Expansion and development of aviation industry, diversification of the destinations and activities, and unique and creative ways of promotional activities. In every front, he led like a hero. Every front, he was always there. The man who used to believe, and a believer and a practitioner of, and he used to believe politics as the principle for development. And he has a principle, politics should be for the development. Unfortunately, we lost the most loved minister so early. A great man in our tourism. To honor such an hero personality of our tourism industry, I would like to request our chief guest, Right Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal, to recognize his contribution by providing a token of memento. And to receive this recognition, I would like to request Madam Vidya. Please come to class. Right Honorable Prime Minister to the honor to provide a token of memento to Dogista. Dogista, please.
So it is a great honor to have Swamiji here for the third Himalayan travel month. We have distinguished dignitaries.
Mr. Wong Soon Hua, Vice Chairman, Pacific Asia Travel Association, gave the special remarks.
I would like to congratulate the host, the Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation of the Government of Nepal, the organizer, the Nepal Tourism Board, and executive organizer, the Nepal chapter, Para chapter, in bringing together tourism professionals from all over the world to not only promote the beauty of the region, but also to share the insights and experience on the responsible and sustainable development of travel and tourism.
On the occasion, the special guest was Honorable Minister of State Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, Mr. Dhan Bahadur Buddha.
Appreciations go to Nepal Tourism Board, PATA, Nepal and Tourism Association of Nepal, who have put great efforts together to make this event phenomenal, offer a good platform for the global buyers and sellers of travel trade industry.
The chief guest and the Prime Minister addressed the gathering and said,
"This is like your second home. You saw the beauty. It was very sad, but it reflected Nepal, its diversity, and one very important was there. That was how Nepali people can be happy, how they can smile, how they can be happy. And as you know, our national desire now, we have defined as prosperous Nepal, happy Nepal. We are here in the country of Sagarmatha. And the country of Himalayas. So the name of this mart also is Himalayan Mart. Why the mountains in Nepal are so high? And we are here in the birthplace of Lord Buddha and the fountain of Buddhism. Not only this, but if we look behind, the rituals, the verses of the Veda, oldest mantras, were the products of this land. This part of the land, this part of the earth is the part where the first light of knowledge was appeared. This was not only the birthplace of Lord Buddha or of Gaidai and Hathi. That is one armed rhino, an elephant. But also the birthplace of so many things. The yoga, the dhyana, meditation, also was born here. Ayurveda was born here. Veda and the recharge of Veda were written here. The verses and the meters were composed and chanted here. the birthplace of nature also is this part of the land, this part of the earth. So this is incredible, unbelievable, unique, where the civilization was born, and we are here in this land. I can say we have completed the phase of struggle for political rights or freedom. We have promulgated the Constitution, and we have completed the transitional phase very successfully. And our peace process is unique now, which the entire world can learn how conflicts can be managed by concerned countries and peoples own efforts. I believe that the discussions, deliberations, presentations and interference with new ideas and innovative thoughts tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Today is more you have to discuss and enrich and make this Mart a mart of success, mart of giving wisdom, giving ideas for the future travel of ours towards the goals. We have goals, we have targets. Within a few years, where we are going to meet the target of graduating our country or improving our status from LDC. And within 2030, we are going to meet the target of sustainable development goals. We are concentrating our entire efforts, and in this regard, such Marts and other programs we are organizing, and this is also, I think, is a part of our endeavors, part of our discussions, thinkings. And Nepal is such a unique country where 2/3 of the Himalayan range lies. 2/3 of the Himalayan range is inside Nepal. And 14 peaks above 8,000 meters, where a stone itself is medicine, itself is God. A plant itself is medicine, itself is nature, itself is climate, surprising. And soil as well. And mineral water we can get here, real mineral water. And the Himalayas are here. They are largest cooling centers on the world. When the warm, hot air comes, some kilometers distance, when they reach to the mountain, they are automatically cannot remain hot, they cool down, because they are closer to the mountain. This year, clean the mountains, and it is in the process, we are cleaning the mountains. And that gives meaning. I just want to extend my best wishes for the grand success of this historical event, historical Mart, the Himalayan Mart 2019. And wish very pleasant stay for our friends who are from different countries here in Nepal. Please enjoy and make this Mart fruitful. Thank you very much.
To promote tourism, the government of Nepal has focused on infrastructure development for connectivity, improvement and beautification of the Trvel International Airport, completion of the Gautam Buddha International Airport by 2019, completion of Pokhara International Airport by 2021, and construction of Nisgat airports. Similarly, road construction, improvement of trekking routes, accommodation facilities, TCR equally, etc. are equally emphasized for visitors' security and safety. Having old, renowned majestic Himalayas, including Mount Sagarmatha, and heritage, hospitality and culture, Nepal is a unique destination with high business potential in tourism. We not only offer to our visitors unique experiences in their lifetime, but we also welcome for partnership in tourism sector. We have open economy and we welcome foreign direct investment to establish the tourism industry. Like in other sectors, in tourism also, foreign entrepreneurs can establish industry, can earn profit and take money back to home. Tourism experience in Nepal is truly a lifetime experience. Mountain experience, green hill trekking, spiritual experience of Lumbini, birthplace of the Lord Buddha, Pashupatinath, Muktinath, Chandragupta, and many sites are living enlightenment areas. To address the new trends of visitors who look for a variety of experiences and to utilize our potentialities, we have launched the mega campaign, Visit Nepal 2020, with the theme of lifetime experiences. From this outset, I would like to request our participants to join hand for tourism business. I expect your proactive role to promote tourism business. Today we have August gathering of eminent speakers and high value buyers. I would like to request our travel trade friends to be open and learn the best practices and success stories and to make good networking. And I would like to request all the foreign delegates to connect with our key stakeholders. Nepal has the best successful examples in contribution, resiliency and community involvement, so that we can have more mutual benefit. With this note, once again I would like to extend gratitude to Right Honorable Prime Minister for valuable presence and inspirable guidance, and also to all dignitaries and friends. Thank you.